Hello, it is July the 11th. My name is David Walterman. I am an independent loan officer licensed in California, Washington, and Idaho. So what does it take to buy a home in 2025 or whenever? I'm going to break it down into its simplest form. But first, a quick look into the market. Not a good day in the bond market. The 10-year Treasury is currently up 8 basis points. 30-year mortgage-backed securities are down 18 basis points. Okay, what do you need in order to buy a house? And I might mention, it is a buyer's market in most of the country right now. So if you're sitting on the fence wondering if it's a good time to buy, it's a good time to buy. Buyers right now have more control than they have had in a long time, which means you can negotiate for things like seller concessions and kind of steer the deal how you want it to go. Okay, here's what you need. 2 years of steady employment and income, a decent credit score, 580 and above for FHA, 620 and above for conventional, and some money in the bank for your down payment and closing costs. To boil it all down, the bank is looking to you to see if you can repay a loan. That's why the bank is going to look at your credit history. They're going to look at your credit report and see how well you've done paying back your loans over time. Were you on time making your car payment, your revolving credit card payments? That's also why they want to see a steady 2-year employment history. My job as a loan officer is to help you determine if you are ready. If not, we make a plan. If it's your credit score, we find ways to boost your credit. If it's debt, we'll make a plan to pay that down. And if it's a lack of savings, we'll put a plan together for that too. But if you are ready, I will get you pre-approved and ready to shop. Once you find that home that you love, I'm going to find the best loan for your scenario and the very best rates that we can get. I'll walk with you through the entire process from the first day that we talked to the day you're standing on your porch with keys in hand to your new home. For me, my clients aren't just a one and done. I will stay with them through their home ownership journey. I'll help them determine the right time to refinance when it's beneficial for them. Could possibly help them in the future buy an investment property. I'll be there to help whenever they need me. I mentioned the buyer's market. If you are in a market where homes are sitting on the market, here's the strategy. I've talked about it before. Ask for seller concessions. If you get a reduced price on the home, that's great, but it's going to save you less money per month on your mortgage than you think. As an example, a home listed for $765,000, if you offered $750,000 and got it for $750,000, it would save you about $90 a month on your mortgage. However, if you offered $765,000 but asked for $15,000 in seller credit, used $11,000 of that to buy your rate down, now you're saving $228 a month. Plus you've got $4,000 extra dollars towards your closing costs. Something to keep in mind to discuss with your realtor. They can negotiate these terms for you on your behalf. If you're curious to see how much home you could afford, I can give you that answer with a 90-second conversation. There's a link in my bio for my website. You can find my contact information there.